Hello, everybody. I am Borges, and I'd like to introduce myself because I plan to do an A through Z with all the heroes in Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Why I'm doing this basically is because I see this content missing. I think it's fun and educating and just enjoyable to watch, like before you go to bed or wherever you want, or if you're just interested in a specific hero. So there is 105 heroes currently in the game, and as you can see, I have all of them. I have a lot of skins. I'm not flexing. I just love the game, and this was my goal to just get all of it. So I'm far from an expert and far from a really good player. I tend to feed, I tend to fail, but what this is about is having fun, and it's kind of a beginner guide into all of the heroes, and we will play a classic match with the hero, talk about his skills, his builds, his combos, and just enjoy the game and see if we learn something new. If you want to see, so this is my, I mean, you can always check my profile in the game if you play the game, but this season I've been playing a lot of classic. I've been trying new heroes. Overall, I'm not that bad, but I am not. I'm far from good at this game, and I don't mind. I know there's a lot of people like this. I'm a good tank. I'm a good jungler. I'm a good mage. I struggle with marksman. I struggle with fighters, but it's this that the game actually shows you how much you push, how much is your KDA. KDA is kill death assist. So this is quite low, and this is the thing you should be focusing on. Basically, not dying, but being in a fight. I played a lot of heroes. I wanted to show you my hero mastery because it says the game calls you an expert, but I am far from an expert. And surely you have got an expert in a hero and then realize that you're so far away from being an actual expert when you meet a person who has 6,000 matches with this hero. He is just basically playing a different game. So you can see I have played all heroes. I know what they do, but I am far from an expert, and this is why we're doing this together to have fun, to learn, and we'll be doing it in A through Z. So I am gonna be playing classic only, and just playing a few matches, trying to get a good game. So win or loss doesn't really matter. I'm gonna practice the hero for a few games, then play it, record, and if I have a good recording, I'll just post it. So I don't have to win. I don't have to have good plays. The point of these videos is just to in a fun and educating way have a game of Mobile Legends and learn about the hero. So I'm playing on Galaxy Note 20, and I'm gonna play classic. I'm gonna mute all, and I'll tell you about this. It's because the game gives you this option, right? And it's quite overlooked, right? If you just want to have fun, I mean, people will tell you go to AI. People will tell you stuff. But here's the thing: if you silence everyone, no one can tell you anything, and you just do your thing, right? So I'm not a jerk, but there are jerks. So to avoid any kind of to avoid it, just any kind of problems during the recording or anything, and just to have fun and just to enjoy, I just want to show you what I'll basically be doing. And this will be for all the games and all the heroes. So first off, in the A through Z will be Akai. He's the A and then K. Those are the next will be Aldu, and there's a lot of heroes there. There's Angela, there is Aurora, there is a lot of heroes, A, B, C, and so forth. There will be 106 videos by the end of this series. And okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the game, pick our hero, and lock it. If it's a tank, right? If it's not, I'll try to record for the future. Like, if I know, because Aldu is my next hero. If we already had a tank, I just pick Aldu. But since, you know, so I don't want to be an absolute jerk. If there's a tank, then I can't just... And then I'm gonna talk about the emblem. I want to use all my emblems, as you can see, are level 60, except this physical, because I just basically use this one on Balmond only. I've never used this. I use this one on Sicilian, and I'll talk about it in the Sicilian game. But for Akai, we'll be using the tank emblem. I call this one Hylos because it's a HP physical defense and just this burst of damage, because in any case it's the tank emblem. So I'll see you in the next video, where I will actually talk about hopefully this game, but just let me show you so instantly when we get into the game, I will just do this.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
And then I don't have any issues. Actually, there is a button here that does just, you know, just mute all. So now we're just enjoying the game. Okay, let me talk about Akai. So Akai is a tank, and his main role is to be HP for your team, soak all the damage, and protect your damage dealers. As Akai, as any tank basically, you don't do a lot of damage, and that's okay, because that's really not your job. Your job is to protect your damage dealer. In this case, it's gonna be Bruno. Oh, Franco wants to... Okay, Franco failed to hook this buff. Bruno is struggling to kill it. So let's talk about his skills. Akai's passive is shield. It's called the Tai Chi. And basically, it's really simple. When you cast a skill, you get a small shield that is equal to 6% of your max HP. What this means is, you know, because it scales with HP. I have to help Angela. She's Angela. But okay, this doesn't happen on each skill cast. It happens only every 2.5 seconds. So you just can't just spam this 3 skills in a row and just get 3 shields. So you have to basically wait a little bit before each one. So that's his passive, and you always take his jump first. You level his jump first, and then you max the frog. I don't know. Okay, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I have the shield. So I barely survived here because of the shield. But here, I tanked an ult. I could go back in, but Bruno is gone. So I'll just go back. I'll just go back. Oh, I didn't see that, bro. I didn't see the link. So his first skill is a jump. He has a pretty far range, so you wouldn't expect a tank this big to jump so far. It's not Gatotkacha, you know, it's not Gatotkacha's ult, but it is pretty far for just a basic skill. And it has a little bit of slow to it. And what you have just seen is a little bit of, I need the shield. Oh, okay. I used the frog there for the shield. I got a little bit of shield, but Zask's damage is too much. And the entire enemy team is here. We have killed Ling, so we have basically shut down his farm a little bit, but it's not there. This was, I think, not worth it. In any case, what you've seen here is a complete combo that Akai does. So his first skill is a jump. It has a small AoE. When you land, you do a bit of damage, and it has a slow to it. It's, I think, 30% slow. So that's why you take it first, because this, just the utility of it is better than the second skill. His second skill is a frog. You shoot it from, I think, your pocket. I'm not sure where he gets the frog from. But the frog leaps forward, and the first thing it hits, it explodes. And it's like a small AoE that does damage. And it applies a mark, so it doesn't slow, it just marks enemies. And the mark does a couple of things. It increases your basic attack damage against the mark target. And that damage scales based on your max HP. So the more HP you have, the more damage you do to the target with your basic attacks. This is good for helping with jungle camps and like the turtle lord. Oh my god, he's going ham. So we can help here because Zask is he has to jump out sometime, and I have Petrify, so I'll just stun him here and just push him. He doesn't do enough damage to kill me, and Bruno is here to end it. I took a lot of damage here, but it's worth it for Bruno, and it's worth it for the shutdown. So here is how you help. See, I do quite a bit of damage to this turtle. I anticipated him going down, but he's just gonna stay in his blades. So, since I follow Bruno, I'll tell him to be careful. Okay, so we said, okay, the frog does mark and basic attack increase. And the second thing it does, when the enemy has a mark, if you use your first skill and hit them with the jump, they get stunned. I'm not entirely sure. But they get stunned for a moment. Oh, I tried to stun him off the wall. Angela is alone. Well, I have to stay with Bruno. Yeah, just run, Bruno. Yeah. So as long as I stay with Bruno, Bruno will out-damage basically anything 1 versus 1. The problem is he will die to crowd control and to just individual heroes. But if I am there to just stop the aggression, he is just free to do his massive damage, which just goes up and up and up as he stacks his first skill. So it's just it's really rewarding as a tank to follow your marksman In this case, he's a jungler, but this really doesn't matter. He's the damage dealer. So what you can do is buy the healing necklace early. So see, we do 180 plus 100 damage basically to this turtle because of our HP and because of our mark. So, and okay, let's continue talking about his ult. His ult is pretty straightforward, but what many people don't know is that his ult, yeah, this is just, okay. I thought it was not enough. I'm gonna be okay. In fact, I'm gonna be so okay that I'm gonna, oh, try to stun Link, never mind. Well, he used his ult on me, so now, yeah. But we don't have minions to do this. Alpha uses his ult just to dash because it's on a 10-second cooldown. So Bruno is allowed to just be a glass cannon. And his build is basically just pure damage and some lifesteal. So even if he takes some damage from some AoE, he's gonna be fine. My build is just HP and defense. Oh, I almost took that, bro. So okay, I've missed my train of thought. So what many people don't know about Akai's ult is that it's a cleanse. So if you are under crown control, if you're not suppressed by Franco, I think even if you're suppressed, I'm not sure, and maybe if Franco ults me and I do have my ult, I can just demonstrate. But you can just ult at any point, and then I'm just gonna petrify here and try to. Oh, he's gonna knock me up, and that's gonna stop my ult. So a knock up stops your ult, but what a cleanse means is that if you're under a stun that lasts for 2 seconds, if you press this immediately, you are not stunned anymore, and now suddenly you're spinning, you're pushing everything away from yourself, and just being a nuisance. So a few ways you can use this skill is, as you have seen the combo against Link that I've used, is just to keep someone stunned for like a full 5 seconds. If you hit them with your frog and then land your jump, they're gonna be stunned for a second. Then my spell is Petrify, which is another second stun. And then my ult, if they are next to a wall and I'm just constantly pushing them into a wall, the ult lasts for 3.5 seconds. So that's just a disgusting amount of time that someone is unable to do anything and is just doomed to sit there and take damage. Okay, I tried to chase Link, but he just dashed just a second before I reached him, and yeah. So your ult does a little bit of a knockback, and a knockback is considered a stun. It's a hard CC. But if you knock someone back into a wall, they are basically stunned for this duration. Martis is just eating everything, bro. He's 13 and 2. Wow. Another thing I want to talk about with Akai is his mana problem. So a lot of times you'll catch yourself running out of mana if you use skills on irrelevant things, if you just use skills freely. So you have to be a kind of conservative, because his so what? I'm alone. I shouldn't have done that. See, that's the thing I'm talking about. I'm not looking at the map now. I just want to push, and I want to push. My team doesn't want to push. So here's the thing, folks. If your team is doing something stupid, right? But they're all doing it, do it too. Just do it. Yeah, you see, I didn't even have to ult. I got that kill for some reason. But okay, Zask is really squishy. So I want to see if he all. So we have a problem here, since our damage is dead. Actually, our damage is not dead. The problem is Zask has ult still, so he's gonna ult now. And probably he could shut down. Oh, why? Why? I'm just trying to end this game, guys. Come on. Okay, I don't have mana anymore. This is gonna interrupt me, so I have to go back. But okay, in classic, right? What I do is I always take the concussive blast, the concussive blast emblem. Here's the thing: I have a couple of emblems set up. Oh my god! I have a couple of emblems set up and ready for rank when I can see what I'm up against as a tank. If it's really heavy physical damage and just one magical damage like Karina. Because Karina is, she does damage regardless of your HP. Basically, she does percentage HP damage, which is, if you're a tank, you want to build HP. But if you're against a Karina, your HP is worthless. So if it's only Karina as magic, okay, I didn't see this. It felt like such a good game, but Leslie is AFK. So what you do, guys, is just go here and report this, because this guy can end up on your team and it's no fun for you when this happens. I'm pretty sure if they had this Leslie, this game would be much, much different. Well, I'm pretty sad. But okay, this was just a demonstration. So next video, I'll just start with playing Akai. I'll try to get a normal game. And so this was just practice. So I'm going to post this today. Please leave a comment. Tell me if I'm talking too little, if I'm talking too much, if I'm annoying, if I'm just be constructive criticism, please. I mean, you can insult me or whatever. I don't care. I'm just doing this to have fun. I hope you will have fun watching these videos. And I hope you learn something. For example, I didn't know that Akai's ult is just a cleanse. I didn't know that you can stun someone for 5 seconds. I didn't know that you should spin on top of your marksman so Argus can't reach him to just do damage. And it's kind of stupid how you can shut down people with some abilities as a tank, and what you should do in a team fight or in a game. So I'll see you in the next video where I'll be playing Akai again, because this was a practice, and it's basically a test to see how it sounds, because I'm recording this on my phone, I'm editing this on my phone. This video is already like 23 minutes long, so I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you'll post some comments, tell me if I'm doing this right, and if you like this content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.